I'm Ed O'Farrell, and this is a Real Assets Advisor Hot Minute. Today, I spent a hot minute or so with David Butler. David is the co-CEO and managing partner at Argosy Real Estate Partners. Argosy is a real estate fund management platform with offices in San Francisco, Denver, and Wayne, Pennsylvania. Argosy is a sponsor of 10 real estate funds for institutional and private wealth clients, totaling over $4 billion of assets under management. David is also a member of the Real Assets Advisor Editorial Advisory Board. Welcome, David.
Nice to be here, Ed.
David, are you ready for a hot minute?
Absolutely. Looking forward
All
to it.
all right, let's go. Hometown and where you currently reside.
My hometown is Calistoga, California, which is in the Napa Valley area of Northern California, and I currently live in Orinda, California.
Alma mater and college major.
I went to Stanford for undergrad, majored in civil engineering and economics. For grad school, I went to Wharton for business school.
First job as a kid.
Well, my family was not in the wine business up in Napa. I worked in a vineyard picking grapes for a family friend of my dad.
All right. First job as a professional.
I was an analyst in the investment banking department of a firm in San Francisco.
Okay. Why is Argosy focused on the lower middle market?
So to give some background, Argosy is a manager of diversified, opportunistic, core plus, and opportunity zone funds. The lower middle market is our focus. We define that segment as investments requiring equity commitments of 5 to 25 million, where the vast majority of the transaction activity is, which is 75 million and below, sort of overall transaction sizes. We like this segment of the market because it's more difficult to access. It's more inefficient than a lot of other larger market segments, and it's also a segment where institutions struggle to deploy at scale.
Okay. Argosy works with a number of operating partners. What makes a good partner for Argosy?
Good partners for us generally have a particular asset class focus. So they're sharpshooters. They have a long track record of performance. They invest a substantial amount of their own capital alongside us for alignment. And we also prefer firms that are not asset aggregators, and instead they're focused on a more limited number of deals where they're looking to make entrepreneurial profit. This segment of the market, again, the lower middle market that we're focused on, providing JV capital to these operators. A lot of these operating partners don't have their own funds now. Perhaps they will in the future, or they just don't want to have their own funds. So there's a lot of space for us to operate in this segment of the market, providing access to talented operating partners, especially those who are focused on the emerging and established alternative property sectors, which we have a big focus on.
Okay. Do you eat your own cooking?
Yes, we do. Our firm is the largest investor in just about all of our funds.
All right. Talent or useless talent you possess that most folks don't know you have.
So I would say it's long distance backpacking. I've done a lot of long distance backpacking in the Sierras with my brother in my life. It's enjoyable, but really hard work, and it definitely requires a certain frame of mind to grind things out to finish those long trips.
Okay. One person, dead or alive, who isn't a family member you'd most like to have dinner with.
I'd say Abraham Lincoln. I've read a lot about him. He's a very fascinating individual. I'd be really curious to get his view on leadership in a difficult time, and also his perspective on modern America.
Okay. At what restaurant would you choose to have said dinner at, and what would you order?
So I would say the Taddage Grill in San Francisco. It's the one of the oldest restaurants in the United States. I figured we would go somewhere. I think it opened up in the 1840s or 1850s. So that's somewhere that was around when Abraham Lincoln was around. So it seems to be fitting for that particular dinner. And I would have the Cioppino, which is an Italian fish stew.
The Cioppino at the Tadich Grill. Sounds pretty good. You can connect with David directly on LinkedIn. And for more information on Argosy Real Estate Partners, you can visit Argosy, REP.com. On behalf of the team here at Real Assets Advisor, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next time.